What's going on YouTube? It's Gary. I'm back with another video. This week I'm going to go over my vintage designer finds that I've collected over the years. Some of these items I've thrifted, some of them I've gone to an estate sale, or some of the pieces that I've actually been given from family members. So it's pretty inexpensive collection that I've been building. This is not everything that I have, but these are some of the pieces I think that are going to be awesome for the fall and the winter. I'm going to be uploading videos on Mondays and Fridays, so if you like this content, which is fashion, lifestyle, food, travel, everything that encompasses that, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and follow my channel. So to start this vintage haul, if you will, sure, let's go with a vintage haul. Hi, sure. Both of these items are trenches. Little backstory. I should not own another trench. Like, if anyone sees me buying another trench coat, please stop me, because I'm only going to show you 2, but I have 7. No one needs 7 trenches, Gary. Like, it's not raining every day of the week. But if it did, I have a trench for you. I was moving my brother up to Massachusetts, and I only packed for like 2 days to be up there. I ended up staying up there for a week. I only had the intention to be up there for 2 days, so I didn't bring that many clothes with me. So while I was up there, I went thrifting with his wife, and I got some new clothes, and this is actually one of them. So the first item I have is this Giorgio Armani trench jacket. Classic, made in Italy trench coat. So if you go on a Giorgio Armani website right now, this is retailing for somewhere between like $9.25. I got this for $25. I know, it's actually crazy. When I saw this, I was like, no, you're coming home with me. I don't care if it's mid-July and it rains, I'm wearing this $25 Giorgio Armani trench coat. Like, this is insane. So yeah, so that is one item that I got. Next piece. So, backstory on this one. Me and my friend went thrifting. This was what, maybe, this was before the pandemic, so I want to say either like 2019, 2018, not really sure. We were just going to, we had this whole moment where we were like thrifting every weekend. So we went to this one thrift store near me in New Jersey, and we were just like, we walked in, and I kind of just like darted straight. I was on a hunt for something very specific. I was looking for a handbag, and I was looking for, I think, like a vintage like t-shirt, concert t-shirt, Harley Davidson, something. And my friend like screamed my name throughout the store, and I was like, what the hell? And so I ran up to her, and she's like, look what I found. And she was like, you need this. And I was like, I think my heart stopped beating for a moment. I think I saw like fireworks. I think, you know, Jesus himself came down and was like, Gary, you should have this. So I ended up getting this glorious, and I wear this trench more often than I thought I would. It is this navy Christian Dior home trench jacket. It's super oversized. It's so long. It's in great condition. So I went on the website, or I researched online, and this jacket once retailed for $4,000. But did I pay $4,000 for this? I did not. So I kind of don't want to tell you how much I paid for it, because it was kind of like, I did not steal it, but what I paid for it was a steal. I paid $20. Okay, guys, $20 for this Christian Dior trench jacket. Like, Do you see this color? Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Honestly, like, where are you gonna find this? So I wear this quite often, and now that the fall's here, I'm going to be wearing it, I feel like, more often than I think I actually really am. Next, I'm gonna move on to is blazers. So with the blazers, I went thrifting, I think this was in 2020, 2021. Don't really remember. But I got this Ralph Lauren leather blazer. It's so good. I'm not really sure if it's a women's or men's. It's a little short on the sleeve for me, but I'm also 6'4", so things tend to be not fit true to my size. But I always just either like bunch up the sleeves, or I wear something a long sleeve underneath and just like scrunch it up. That's how I style it. But this blazer is, I mean, it's great. It's genuine leather. It's super soft. I wear it a lot actually, just because right now it's very trendy. I would say in the last 3 years it's been very trendy to wear like a leather blazer, leather shorts, leather trenches. So I'm really happy that I got this. I actually wanted to get this before the pandemic hit, but I saw one. I didn't end up buying it for some reason. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna really, I want it, but I don't really need it. And then I went and I found this, you know, Ralph Lauren blazer. So yeah, so this is delicious and very, very comfortable, and it goes with a lot of things. So you can dress it up, you can dress it down, and I don't know, I think it's an awesome blazer. I actually got this when I bought my Giorgio Armani trench. Got this blazer, which I think is a classic piece. It is a Tommy Hilfiger. I forget the pattern's escaping me. I want to say plaid, but it's not plaid, and it's not quite houndstooth, but it is this like brown taupey men's blazer that is lined with a silk lining. Tommy Hilfiger. Okay, so these next items, there are going to be shirts, and they're both the same brand, but they are from 2 different eras. The first item, both of the items are Givenchy. So the first item that I got is the time where Riccardo Tucci was leaving Givenchy and going to Burberry. I got this at a sample sale, so it wasn't really a thrifting, but I got it at the sample sale. And honestly, so backstory on this shirt, I was working for Givenchy, and when I worked in the store, I remember seeing this top, and I remember seeing it on the runway, I remember seeing it editorials, and like when I saw it, I was like, I have to have this shirt. Like, I feel like the shirt was made for me. I could use a little more working out to look better in it, but I just knew it was for me. And I would watch it on the sales floor, and no one would buy it. And I was like, you know what, one day I'm gonna get this shirt. I'm gonna buy this shirt. Like, once I save enough money, I'll buy the shirt. And then one night, I think a new inventory came in, and they got rid of this shirt, and I was like, oh my god, where did this shirt go? Like, I need that shirt. So a couple months went by, and it came the time for the sample sale. And when I tell you I made out like a bandit at that sample sale, what? The amount of money I spent at the sample sale probably was like half my rent. But I got a lot of good stuff. So this was one of them, and I got, now this was when Riccardo Tucci was working, or the creative director for Givenchy, and I got this sheer sleeveless pink, I don't know what you would really call this, but it's sheer, and it's fabulous, and it screams Givenchy. Here's the tag. Focus, focus. It is a sample size, so if you know me, I am not a sample size. So when I do wear this, I'm either like starving myself to fit into it, or things, because it is a medium, and I'm typically a large, extra large. But I saw this and I fell in love with it, and as you can see, it has like the signature little line in the back. It's what Riccardo Tisci was really known to do with a lot of his garments. So yeah, so I have this Givenchy sheer sleeveless pink shirt. I got this, oh my god, I want to say like 2016, 2017. I, again, was thrifting one day, and when I go thrifting, I'm that person who's like sifting through things. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Is this a designer? Is that designer? You know, I'm that person. It does not matter, but that's just how I'm set up. So I came across this top, and I've worn it from one of my birthdays. I think it was like my 27th birthday or 26th birthday. And I saw this, I love the color, and it was Givenchy. So this is a 1970s Givenchy, a silver metallic button down men's shirt. It's a little big. It's not tailored, you know, as European as, you know, most shirts are now today. But I actually like that because you can tuck it in, you can, all the little GGs on there. So yeah, so this I've worn a handful of times. I need to wear it more often, but it's just, you can tuck it in, you can leave one side of it out. I don't know, I really like this shirt. It's actually really comfortable. It's silk, so it just feels good on the body, and I'll probably wear it more this fall and winter. So yeah, so this is our vintage Givenchy. I didn't even say the prices on these. So this, I got the sample sale. It originally retail, well, it's from the spring 2015 collection, I believe. And at the time in the store, I want to say it was somewhere between like $500, $600. And I got this for $100. I thrifted this. I want to say it was somewhere between $15 and $20. This vintage. Oh, I'm ruining the collar, Gary. It's a vintage, Gary. Treat with care. So yeah, I think this was like $15 to $20. And yeah, so there's that. The next 5 items are gonna be accessories, but these specific 2 are scarves. So this one, okay, so I am a huge, well, you guys know, I love fashion. I love learning the history. So if you know me in person, you know that like Mary-Kate and Ashley is like the all be all to me. I've been in love with Mary-Kate and Ashley since I was 4 years old. I remember specifically watching It Takes Two, and like, you know, they were cute, and Mary-Kate was like a little New York orphan, and then Ashley played this little rich only child. Her father was like a widow, and he was getting remarried, blah, 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 blah. So I've just loved Mary-Kate and Ashley since, I don't know, pretty much since I was born, it feels like. And then I discovered they were on Full House, and I was like, oh my god, these are the girls I love on this movie, like, all this whole thing. Fast forward, when Mary-Kate and Ashley did So Little Time, if you know, you know. And during that whole time period, they came out with like dolls and stuff, which I did own. My father was not happy, but I have them. Because I just love Mary-Kate and Ashley. And they had these shirts on the dolls, and they also actually wore the shirts in the show as well. And if you know this print, you know what I'm talking about. So I went to an estate sale. I want to say this was in 2018 or 17. And I came across this vintage Pucci scarf. And when I tell you, I'm so obsessed. So obsessed. I literally wear this thing all the time. Like, I wear it like a head scarf. Boom. Like on the Amalfi Coast with the wind blowing. Or, you know, you could wear it like a little handkerchief, which is super chic. Or you could wear it like a headband, which I've done a few times. Like, honestly, a scarf that I always kind of wear. It's like my go-to, especially when I want to be like chic, but colorful at the same time. Because I do wear a lot of black and white. So I feel like this color pop is glorious. Like, look at this. I just love this. I want to say they retail now from anywhere between $200 to $500. And I got this bad boy for $45. $45. Vintage Pucci. And she's authentic. Look, you can even see it's written in the scarf. The Pucci. Okay? It's honestly so glorious. So yeah, so there's that. And then this next item, oh my god. Okay. So I went to another estate sale. And I was just like, yes, I was looking for labels, but I came across this cashmere scarf. And I was like, oh my god, I love the color. I love how luxurious it feels. And, you know, I was falling in love with it. It smelled like mothballs. So I didn't like rub it up against my face because I was like, we're not. It's gonna smell like a mothball. But with further examination, I discovered that it was one of my favorite classic French designers. And I purchased it, got it dry clean, and when I tell you I wear this thing every fall, every winter, you know, if it's spring and you still can wear a cashmere scarf, I'd probably wear it. So let me just show you. I got this vintage YSL Yves Saint Laurent scarf. Let me see if I can find the... And I discovered this little emblem later after purchasing it. Like, Yves Saint Laurent, gorgeous, gorgeous cashmere sweater. You could wear it, you know, multiple ways. Sometimes when it's like, you know, don't want to put a whole jacket on, I'll do this. You know, you can wrap it around, tie her up. Okay, get your life on. You know, just leave it like this. It's honestly one of my favorite scarves, and now that it's dry cleaned and I sprayed it with my cologne, it smells glorious. But yeah, so it is a vintage Yves Saint Laurent. It still has its tag on it. Yves Saint Laurent, and it's not Saint Laurent, it's Yves Saint Laurent. I'm just being dramatic. But yes, I love this scarf. I want to say the current one on the Saint Laurent website right now, that one retails for $650. I think it's like $650. What I paid for this scarf? Are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready. I wasn't ready. Well, I bought it not realizing it was Yves Saint Laurent, and then when I got home and I like examined it, and I was like, wait a minute, I paid what for what item? Yeah, I paid a whole single dollar for this scarf. I know, it's kind of crazy. I paid $1 for a vintage Yves Saint Laurent cashmere sweater. $1, a whole dollar. Like, that's crazy to me. So I really do value this scarf. It is just, I don't know, it's classic, and like every time I wear it, I get a compliment. Like, the color is so great. It just feels luxurious, and it was $1. So I'm obsessed with this Yves Saint Laurent scarf. Okay, so here comes. I could probably cry right now, actually. As a person who loves fashion as much as I love fashion, these next items, honestly, I don't have the words. I really don't, and sometimes I have to pinch myself a little because I manifested this stuff, and I got lucky. I prayed on it. I worked hard for a lot of this stuff. The one item was given to me, but a lot of it, most of the stuff I worked for, and it's so rewarding when, especially for me, when I love fashion and I love the history and I love the brand and I love, you know, the aesthetic, and then I use my hard-earned money. I, you know, saved up for years for things, and it's just awesome, just an awesome feeling to know that I own these things. And again, it's luxury brands and it's all very superficial, but for me, I don't know how to explain it. Rather you have luxury or a non-name brand item, as long as you love it and it means something to you, that's all that really matters. I'm just someone who loves a name brand, and that's just, you know, that's my thing. So these next 3 items, I don't even want to like show them, because I mean I do want to show them, but like I might cry, and I'm a Capricorn. I don't cry for nothing, okay? For nothing. And if I do, it's stroking the heartstring, okay? This item I found, actually I was hunting for this item. And like, for all the fashion girlies out here, when you see this, you know it. And if you're not a fashion girl and you see it, you know it, okay? You know it. So I was like hunting this bag down, like hunting it. So it was between this one and another. They were both the same brand, and it was between 2 bags when I got to the place. And there was another person there. We were like kind of almost fighting out for this bag. But that's when the other person messed up, and he walked away, and I was like, "Whoop, this one's mine." So I found. To even like bring it out the bag is like crazy to me. So it did not come with the box, but it did come with the dust bag, which I was like, listen, people don't need to see me walking out this house with this big old black Chanel box anyway. But this is authentic. Thank you. Because people try to clock me every time I wear it, like, oh, is that real? Is that real? I'm like, yes, it is real. So, so, okay, let me just take it out the bag. So it was between this bag or a backpack. And I was like, you have to get this bag, Harry. You have to get this. This is the one. This is the one. So here it is. Are you guys ready? I wasn't ready, so I don't know if you're ready. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me wear this once or twice, or if I've like posted a photo about it. But alright, Gary, get to the unrevealing. It is a Chanel single classic flap in lambskin. I gagged every time. Oh, wait, I can't formulate a sentence at the moment. I really can't. This is my prized possession. Like, this lambskin feels glorious. Glorious, okay? She is a little pre-loved, so there is a scratch or two on the leather that I have to get refurbished, but I'm just like so scared to bring it into a place and like they mess it up. And I'm not sure if I can bring it to the Chanel boutique, but it's just like a classic flap. Let's see. Inside I have a pen with no thing on it, so that's really smart, Gary. I have my business cards because last time I wore this, I went to a network event, so that was in there. I have what else in here? I have my little Tom Ford Tabasco Oud sample. And then what else do I have in here? There's a back zipper. Oh, we have a mask because coronavirus, guys. She is still very much real, so wear a mask. And I have the authenticity card. So this is a vintage Chanel single clap lambskin Chanel bag in the medium, I believe. And right now, this bag goes for $9,000. And like, I want to say since 2020, it's had like 5 or 6 markups. So it once was like $4,000 and then $5,000. So now it's currently at $9,000. And I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for it, because honestly, it wasn't that $9,000. But she is my little prized possession. Let's just say it wasn't a couple $100. I'll say that much. But it was not $9,000. I not mean an authentic Chanel lambskin single flap bag. Like, hello. But I only wear her when like it's a special occasion, because lambskin does scratch, and you know, it's a more delicate fabrication. So I only wear it for like special events, special occasion, or I know where like I'm going into the car and out the car into the establishment. I'm not, you know, parading around town with this baby, because you're not gonna catch me. But yes, I love my Chanel lambskin medium size flat bag. She's just like, ugh, glorious. Next bag is, I still have to pinch myself when I like come across these items. I'm like, Gary, you manifested this. Like, you always knew that you were gonna own this. I'm still waiting on the Birkin. We're waiting on the Birkin. For sure. I just see all the Birkins. And the Kellys, and the Constance, and the Evelyn. But the Birkin and the Kelly are the two main priorities. But, okay, anyway. This next bag, I went thrifting with my friend right before the pandemic because we were going to go to the Philippines. And I was like, oh, let's go thrifting. Like, you know, let's find something cheap that we're going to, like, just bring to, like, the Philippines, kind of, you know, just see what I can find. And I, of course, me being the person that I am, went straight to the handbags, and there was I just vividly remember this big bin, and I was like, do you really want to dig through this? Like, you're in a thrift store, it's this giant bin, and there's like bags literally spilling out of it, and something told me to just dive in, like, nose in, dive in. And I'm like, I probably made a mess in the store, because I was just like throwing bags, throwing whatever, belts and things. And at the bottom of the bin, I see with my two eyes, my 2020 vision, in the year 2020, okay? I see this print that I recognize, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. One, why is this bag not like behind the counter, on the top of the thing? What the hell is it doing at the bottom? Literally like dust is surrounding this bag, and like all these other, like, which some people value, but it wasn't something I valued. But this bag, I was like, hold up, hold the phone, okay? I reach for it and I pull it out, and when I tell you, I don't know if I screamed, I don't know if my soul was just like coming out of my body. I literally lost it. Like, I lost it. And my friend was like, what is going on with you? I'm like, do you see what I'm holding? And she's like, is that real? I'm like, I don't, at that moment in time, I was like, you know what, I don't even care if it's real. I was like, this bag is so sought after that, like, at that point, I didn't care. I was like, this is coming home with me. Like, I gotta bring this home. It's going to the Philippines. It's going to the supermarket. It's coming home with me. And I ended up buying it out of next to nothing. And I went to go get it. I did my research on the bag to see if it was authentic or not. And I found, with my research and me like diagnosing it, it was authentic. But then I brought it to an authenticator establishment, and turns out she's the real deal. She is the real deal, okay? So, without further ado, this is my Louis Vuitton Neo Denim Speedy Bag from the Marc Jacobs collection he did in 2005. Like, do you see this? I love this bag, and every time I wear it, people like stop me and are like, oh my god, I love your bag. And more recently, I've been seeing it on YouTube. Not YouTube. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I've just been seeing this bag a lot everywhere. I do need to go get this leather flap a little flattened out, but you know what? She's doing what she's doing. She's flying. She's going places. She's amazing. It's genuine leather, as you can see. Like, it's aged beautifully. Inside, what do I have? Oh, I have more masks because coronavirus. That is. But it's just like this beautiful, glorious Louis Vuitton Speedy Denim Neo Speedy bag, and it's just, it's everything. It's everything. It looks great because you wear it as if like you were wearing jeans. Well, I do. I just love this bag. It's honestly so delicious, and it's soft, and it's you can smell the leather. It's not like a little Canal Street situation. It's not one of those, baby. I've had one of them. and I got rid of it again. Actually, I think I gave it to my little cousin or something when like she was like 13 or something. Yeah, I love this bag so much, and it's just like an iconic bag, and like it's very like, if you know, you know. And baby, I know. This last item that I have, okay, so backstory on this. I was probably like 11 or 12 years old when I was at a family member's house. And I think it was I think it was like Thanksgiving or Christmas, or I don't remember what holiday it was, but I remember being very young. I was like I said, 11 or 12. And, you know, rightfully so, the kids are in the basement playing, or, you know, not with the adults. But I was going through a time where I'm like, oh, I don't want to be with the kids, but I, don't want to hang out with the adults. So I was into that weird teenage, preteen time of my life. Anyway, I was bored with the kids, naturally. And there was a toy bin, and I was like, oh, let me just, like, see what toys they have. So I'm just, like, going through the toys. There's, like, soldiers, and they had, my cousins by marriage, there's 3 boys and a girl. So there was, like, a doll, there was, cars, and a Hulk situation, and a blah, 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 blah. And at the very bottom, very similar to my Louis Vuitton backstory, I see this glorious, and again, I tell you, my whole life I've loved fashion, so when I recognize a brand, I'm like laser focused. I'm like, that's it. And I saw this item at the very bottom of the toy bin, and I pull it out, and I'm like, is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? And so, the giddy gay boy in me, who loves fashion, I ran upstairs, and I went to my aunt, and I was like, I have a question. I was like, I found this in the toy bin. I don't know if you know if it's missing or not. And she was like, oh my god, that was my grandmother's so long ago. I forgot I even had it. Oh my gosh, like, I have so much more of it. Like, that one is literally like, well, honestly, this family member had money because, baby, we know. Finish the story, Gary. So I'm like, oh my god, like, can I like have it? And she was like, oh my god, of course you can have it. And then my mom, because she was talking to my mom at the time, my mom jaw hit the floor. I think I did a backflip. Like, I'm not really sure what happened, but I know I went home. I think it was not Christmas. It was Thanksgiving, because this was better than Christmas. I was like, I know. I found this bag. So anyway, it is a vintage Gucci toiletry bag, essentially. Yeah, I was 11, 12 years old, and I was like, I need this. It is for sure vintage. It even has like the hardware. Come on, focus, focus. Okay. It has the 2 pockets in the front and the back. And then it even has a Gucci thing inside. So I use this bag. I've used this bag for everything. I've used it as a clutch. I've used it as a wallet. I use it when I travel to put like all my little trinkets in it. Maybe even like a keep ball, like just throw things in here. I'm so blessed to be able to be given this vintage Gucci toiletry bag. It really honestly blows my mind. It really does. And I went on the website. The men's toiletry bag right now, it's not the exact thing, but it's comparable to it. I think it was like $470. And I got this bad boy for free. It truly is like my favorite thing. And it's very sentimental to me because it came from a family member, and I knew how much this family member loved their mother, and I value all the women in my family because they are very strong and very independent, and I've learned a lot through all the women in my life. So for them to pass this on to me is like, this is like an heirloom essentially. I love it. So yeah, so that is my vintage thrift estate sale haul on all my luxury goods. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to know when I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, bye.